working on like basic core stabilization and neutral is literally doing farmer's carries with people, cueing them to put the shoulders in a position, getting into that abdominal brace and carry. I think you were doing this with your patient earlier today. So just carrying.
Oh, yeah, they were doing something different with them. But
So
I was former carrying them around.
Is this called farmer carry?
this is a farmer's carry.
Okay.
When you're doing just one. And when a patient feels comfortable with that, how long you dose it for, you can do 3 to 4 sets for basically going to fatigue. Their grip is going to fatigue faster than anything else.
So you do that for core stability.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Because
just
my next
like
question was where are we
walking, like circles, 3 to 4 sets to
Mhm.
fatigue. Okay.
Absolutely huge for people who are like, it's hard for me to like carry stuff. Like I can't carry groceries because it hurts my back. I can't pick up groceries because it hurts their back. Once they feel comfortable with that, doing that 1 or 2 sessions, rolling the shoulder down and back. This is called a suitcase carry. This would be huge for someone who has difficulty carrying stuff, particularly upstairs. And then I'll have them carry it and then progress to doing stair steps with it.
Okay.
Another progression is doing it here and then just having them doing standing marches. This is a really useful one. One of my so that's some lower body
How do you
pieces.
decide on weight for like farmer's carries and suitcase carries?
How much weight is all of those?
It kind of depends on what they have to carry on a daily basis, but you want to do something where they feel a sense of effort and fatigue somewhere.
Okay.
So I typically do between 3 to 4 sets to 2 to 3 reps.
How do
I'll
you know
start-
when they're ready for that?
What?
Like, how do you know their core is ready for a farmer carry? When do I add farmer carries?
I would do it on the Pilates side when it feels like they have an appropriate amount of like stabilization on the carriage and they can hold it sufficiently.
Thank you.
I
That's
would
language I
say
understand.
within like 2 to 3 sessions because this is just so freaking functional.
Mm-hmm.
Like and just on like an everyday basis because we all carry stuff. But we don't do it in such a way where it's really focused and really working on the specific things.
Cool.
So core stabilization, you also can do it for shoulder pieces because it really, when you're cueing them for holding the shoulder in this position and not just letting it sag. So anyone who has any like rotator cuff issues, cervical issues, having them do those carries are really stinking helpful. So that's for some basic core stabilization. This is one that you actually don't see super often, and I love this exercise. This is called a front rack carry, and you hold them in this position. This is for someone who has like, especially these are a little bit on the heavier side, so this is going to be someone who's pretty functional because it's really challenging coming up with consistent like thoracic extension based exercises. This is going to force them to want to come into this position and they have to resist it and then they carry it. So I'll do a circuit with people for like posterior chain activation while I'll have them do a front rack carry, just do it to like to the desk and back, and then they can bend over and then they can do some bent over pulls, and then they can do single arm, and then they can also do single arm here. So front rack carries, suitcase carries, farmer's carries, front rack carries, all absolutely marvelous. So again, this is going to be for someone who's pretty strong and functional already, but overhead presses, this is so hard because the kettlebell is forcing them to stabilize. This is an amazing serratus exercise because you can cue them to.
I can't demonstrate that exercise.
Yeah.
And then what do they just like hold it there?
Walking.
Okay.
Start with
Such a
holding
fun.
and then go to walking. So this is for someone who has a decent amount of strength. Bless you.
I have a decent amount of strength. Let me see.
You tear your rotator cuff fucking around, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, so just hold it like that?
You have to flip it.
Oh, like in the front?
You have to hold it up right now. She had the
Wait,
ball
like
up.
that?
No, the ball up.
This is
Oh my
harder.
god. Oh my god. My hand's all sweaty.
So punch it and then really making sure
I
that
am
you're
so sorry that you're
stabilizing
pregnant right now
through
because I want you to show her.
You can't. Okay. Oh my god, because it's like all wiggly. It wiggles.
I couldn't do it.
Ah.
I don't even know if I can hold it.
All
But
right.
probably
Wow.
the best exercises are kettlebell swings.
Oh yeah. You just tell them all about these.
So heavy.
Y'all familiar with kettlebell swings at all?
No, yes, no. Because I told Shane, I'm like, what do you do, just throw it around? And she's like, nah, there's more to do than that. Show me the right way to kettlebell swing, or whatever it's called.
Kettlebell swings,
More shoulder elevation.
yeah.
Okay. So the idea is hip hinge, keep like the motion comes through the hips, not from the back.
Yes, because what you're gonna see people do, they're gonna try to do this, and then they're gonna try to use their arms to raise it up. So it's nice using a heavier kettlebell because they'll struggle with it more. So kettlebell swing, they literally, it's called a kettlebell swing. That is one of the best exercises you can do. Do like 30 seconds of those and people will be out of breath.
Yeah.
So if you want a circuit to get people out of breath, do that and like some air squats.
Air squat, just a regular squat in the air? Yeah. Just finish squat.
And then obviously like there's the deadlift that you can do, million different variations, but over here, I just tell people brace, butt back, push their feet into the floor. And then having the heavier weight is, obviously it's better to be able to push them. With a deadlift, I'll usually spend an entire session going over deadlift form with people. Dosing the deadlift, you want them to do whatever they can do with good form, with 6 out of 7 out of 10 fatigue. Somewhere between 5 and 30 reps, approximately 4 to 5 sets.
6 out of 7 out of 10 of their perceived level of fatigue. Yeah.
Because that's like, it's been shown in the research, that's the rep range when we're talking about like, oh, we're doing this to build strength, we're doing this to build muscle. That's literally what you need to build strength and muscle. 3 sets of 10 is just a somewhat arbitrary measurement that we just use.
I remember trying to figure out where that came from.
Does anyone want any like specific like body regions, like hips, shoulders?
Maybe we can do a follow-up like next week or the week after that or something like that on just like something specific, like a specific area.
Yeah, if you don't mind on our follow-up, if you can teach us, like me, you guys probably have the form because y'all have worked with kettlebells before, but I've never picked one up. So when you have time, if you can show me how to do it for me so that if I can't do it, I can't teach it.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can help me do
Why don't we do that right now? Like let's play.
Yeah.
We've got 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like play with a kettlebell, and these are 20s, 30s, and 40s.
You can leave those over there. 20s will be fine.
Yeah, and like let's try some like swings and some carries and just like see how that feels in your own body.
Yeah, because if I can't, I usually show it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if I'm showing, it's a
It sounds
disaster.
like it would be like, okay, I just realized that 10s would actually be really helpful for like Turkish get-ups and like windmills. Maybe.
What's a Turkish get-up?
You can put
It's
that
so
on the
hard.
videos.
Why is it a Syrian get-up? Why Turkey gets all the acknowledgement? Seriously,
I
Turkey
can't
is
even
anybody.
do this. Like,
You gotta get up like that?
yeah.
I'm getting a kettlebell after this.
Well, like, what does this have to do with Turkey?
I don't know. It's probably someone from Turkey, and then you do it on the way down.
Yeah, it's
I could do that with
insanely
my
hard.
family.
It's very hard to do.
Yeah. She
We'll
just
call
makes
this-
that look really easy.
I'm redubbing that to Syrian get-ups. We'll teach them.
All right, Lon, here, I'm going to select a weight for you.